Hey everyone, it's Ace. So we are back here playing Plants vs. Zombies today, and I have been excited to come back, even though it's been a while. But from last episode, you might be able to remember that we have gotten some new mini games. So I went into the More Ways to Play tab and checked out the different puzzles and mini games that were offered to me. So first off, in the puzzles, we had the iZombie collection that I still need to buy, but we got a free tutorial, as well as the Last Stand and Facebreaker. I will try these in a different episode, or maybe in this episode if we have time, but in this episode, I was hoping to get all the rest of Night done. But before we actually go ahead and do that, I also want to show you this new minigame that we've gotten. You might remember from last episode again that we have got Zombotany that we have earned from Crazy Dave, and Zombotany is all about zombies having plant-type features, and they attack you with what the plants originally have. So in this image you can see that the zombie has a pea shooter head, and then it would also shoot peas along with eating plants. So that is extra dangerous. But we might be able to play that later, but I'm not sure. It matters how long it takes to go through the rest of the night. But since I've already mentioned going through all the night levels, let's go ahead and get started. So recap from last episode, the last level that I played was level 5, which had Whack-a-Zombie in it. So that was a minigame played by me, so you can check that out in my previous video if you haven't seen it already. And I also played all these other levels in there too, but now I'm on level 6, so let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat you can see that we have a new foe, and this new foe is the football zombie, and he looks very dangerous because of all the football equipment he has on, so this football zombie could be really tough. So from last episode, I don't really remember what the multicolored mushroom was, so we'll take a quick look at that, and it says it is a hypno shroom. It's a single-use item, and it makes a zombie fight for you. So if we were to get in a pinch, I guess we could use this hypno shroom to turn the football zombie on our side. So I think I'll be doing a similar strategy for all the other night levels I've been doing, just getting all the mushrooms that I have in my selection. Also grab the grave buster for any graves that might be on our way, and I'm also going to grab a walnut for extra defense against this football zombie if I don't have enough. And for extra defense behind that, I'm going to add a potato mine so we can plant them and make some zombies explode. But I think that selection is pretty good, so let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat, I can see there are quite a few graves, but I'm going to place 2 lines of sun shrooms and some lines of puff shrooms. I'm going to start off with 2. I might add more based on what I think about our situation, but I'm going to just start off with this, see what happens. So one of my goals is to get rid of all the graves before this wave, because at the bar of top you can probably tell that it's only one wave, and that might be a danger to what I have planned against the zombies. Let's go ahead and add a puff shroom line in the back. I'm going to add 2 lines of puff shrooms above the fume shrooms actually. So we got a football zombie here, so we're gonna go ahead and test out what this hypno shroom actually does, and it completely turns that zombie around. And it said in the description of it that it fights for me. I'm guessing it hurts the zombies, but there wasn't any zombies in that football zombie's path, so we didn't get to see that. I'll place that walnut there just so that my conehead zombie there doesn't eat anything. Okay, so we are here at the final wave, trying to get the last Gravebusters in. I haven't been placing them as much as I wanted to, but oh, I think that Gravebuster might die. Oh, it did, so it didn't actually destroy the grave. That's sad, but I think we're gonna place Hypno Shroom to turn around the football zombie, and it's gonna eat the other zombie actually, because it was in its path. So that is what happens when it gets hypnotized. That is very helpful against other zombies if it's a very strong zombie that eats it. So that level actually wasn't too bad. I'm gonna just place some Gravebusters here to quickly get some extra money. So we actually have a new seed packet that we can check out. Let's go ahead and take a look. It's a Scaredy Shroom. It has long range shooter that hides when enemies get near. Surprisingly, it's very cheap. I was expecting it to be a bit more since of the long ranged. I'm not exactly sure how strong it is, but I'm sure it's a decent amount of strength. Let's go ahead and check it out in level 7. So level 7 has some screen doors and some football zombies, so I'm sure we definitely need some stronger fume shrooms to pierce through that shield. But I'm gonna take all the mushrooms I can. Also gonna grab the Gravebuster again. I didn't really use the potato mine last time, but I did use the walnut quite a bit, so I'm gonna take that as well. But that is my selection already picked out, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, so there are actually quite a few graves as I take a look. That might be bad. I actually wanted to try out the new Scaredy Shroom and see what it actually does. But I think I might place it somewhat near the back. Maybe not too far, maybe just in front of the 2 rows of sun shrooms. But I'm not too sure yet. I'll just go ahead and quickly try it out in this lane and see how far it shoots. Yep, very long ranged. It's very good actually. I desperately need some grave busters to get rid of all these graves in the field, because we have a lot of them preventing us from making plants there. Oh, we actually have a conehead zombie here. I'll go ahead and place a Scaredy Shroom and a Fume Shroom along with a Puff Shroom in front of them both, and I'm going to just see how well that works. I'm gonna be extra precautious and put another Puff Shroom there, and that seemed to work out well. Maybe I might have this as my setup all the way across in each lane. Okay, so we're at our first wave. Not sure how dangerous this is actually going to be. I might want to start placing some walnuts in here, because you never know the dangers we might face along these waves. But as we start to see them rolling on in, I don't see much of a threat quite yet. So I think we're okay for now. I'm gonna go ahead and place in some more fume shrooms, because I think I need to get a lot more of those actually. There's a lot of zombies coming in. I don't know why, they're just coming wave after wave, but it's not a very large wave, they just come like almost endlessly. So I have just gotten rid of all of the graves, which is good since we're about to come up on this final wave here. And our setup is almost completely finished. I think I'll just replace this walnut real quick, and that should be it. And just in time for this final wave too. So I'm gonna be careful about a football zombie, which is gonna be right there. So I'll place a hypno shroom so it gets hypnotized. And there it goes. And it's gonna take out all the other zombies behind it. The hypno shroom is just so good. So I think it'll be simple enough to take out these last few zombies, which it was. And we actually have another new seed packet. We've just collected the ice shroom. It temporarily immobilizes all zombies on the screen. So any zombie in the field gets frozen because it's an ice shroom. Makes sense. But from that, we can go ahead and move on to level 8. So here we actually see a new threat, which is the dancing zombie. And we haven't encountered yet, so I can't learn anything about it. And I'm not sure what this dancing zombie is about. So I think I'll go with a similar strategy to what I've been doing with the sun shrooms, the scaredy shrooms, with the fume shrooms and puff shrooms. And I'll keep the grave busters just to make sure there's no graves on the field. I'll make sure to have a walnut line up front because they're always very helpful. And I'm also going to keep the hypno shroom. Like I said last level, it's a really good plant, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it on my team. But that's all the slots filled, so we have to go ahead and play. There's not as many graves as I was expecting, but that's always good to have less graves. Because if you have too many graves, it might be bad. Your chances of getting rid of them all. So this first zombie isn't much of a problem. We can just place some puff shrooms right in front there, so we can make sure that he doesn't do anything much to our other plants and back. And for this next zombie, I'm going to place a scaredy shroom instead of some puff shrooms. I'm still going to place some, but in the other lanes. We might need to be cautious about this conehead zombie down at the bottom. We'll make sure to have some stronger plants to get rid of it quickly. Oh no, it's a dancing zombie. Oh, it just summoned out a bunch of, let's place a hypno shroom. Oh, I don't know how well this is gonna do. That just got defeated. Oh, that's cool. It just takes its whole dance team with it. But I really wasn't expecting that. That's really, oh, he's dead. Okay, so it's actually already the final wave. So let's go ahead and start to place in the extra offense that we can. Oh, and there's another dancing zombie. We better hurry up and get him real quick, because this fume shroom should actually pierce through every zombie in the way. I need to get rid of this guy quick. Okay, he got defeated, which is always good. But we might be in trouble. I mean, the scaredy shrooms are scared. Look how scared they are. Okay, but this actually wasn't too bad. We got rid of most of the zombies. It was quite chaotic though. But after all that chaos, we still have this seed packet to collect. And it's the Doom Shroom. Destroys a large area, leaving a crater in its wake. So when you use it, it pretty much takes out the entire map of zombies. But you can't place a plant in where you place the Doom Shroom. Anyways, let's go ahead and head into level 9. So as I can see, we are back with the dancing zombie again as a threat. So I think it's an easy decision to take the Hypno Shroom again. I'll also take all the original plants that I had before, such as the Sun Shroom, Puff Shroom, the Fume Shroom, and the Scaredy Shroom, because those are just a very good offense and a source of sun. I think I'll also take the Gravebuster. I'm pretty sure I've had it in every other level that I've done, because I don't want to have any problems with graves. And I'm not exactly sure what to grab for this last one, but I want to try out the Ice Shroom to see how well it actually does. But that is the selection picked out, so let's go ahead and start. So again, I'm going to go with the common method of placing the 2 rows of Sun Shrooms and then a couple rows of Puff Shrooms. So this level only has 2 waves, so we might need to be more cautious about our time management. I'm pretty sure that won't be too much of a problem, but we still have to be careful. And now, as we have more sun, I'll go ahead and start placing some Grave Busters. Now again, we have a stronger threat, so we'll place some stronger plants to defend against it. I might even place a Fume Shroom, and then that should be good. This startup is actually very good. I didn't expect it to be so organized as it is. I thought it would just be a bit more trouble to place out everything, but it seems to be running quite smoothly. I don't see any huge threats, but the wave is about to come up, so we might need to place out some more Fume Shrooms and Puff Shrooms as we get ready for that. Okay, so here's the wave, so let's go ahead and place out some more Puff Shrooms to have more caution, and then we'll get maybe some more Grave Busters out there, just to take down the grave count. And then, again, more Puff Shrooms. Actually, there's not many things I have left to do. I just can really only place Grave Busters. I could place a few more plant rows, but I'm not too sure about that. I do have the money though, so that might be a smart idea. I think I'll just place another row of Fume Shrooms, because they can go through different enemies, such as the screen door there. It would take it out a lot easier, just as you've seen there. And then it can also just pierce through the enemies behind other ones. So we've got all of these lines all set up. I've added the more plants, and we still have a great... Oh, I did not see that. Let's go ahead and freeze them. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it just freezes them in place, and then the Fume Shrooms can go ahead and take care of it, and just slice right through all the zombies. Okay, so we actually have another one here. I might want to place a Hypno Shroom, but yeah, I don't think it was worth it, but we need to replace that mushroom there. So I think after the zombie, it's close to the final wave, which this is actually the final wave now. So we will get set with maybe some Hypno Shrooms. We definitely want the Ice Shroom out, but it's not recharged. But it's very close to being so. So actually, we're going to place it now, and then we won't have any trouble with these zombies, I believe, the rest of the round. So, wrapping up with these few zombies, we actually receive a note, so we better see what it says. Alright, so it says, "Hello, we would like to visit for a midnight snack. How does ice cream and brains sound? Sincerely, the zombies." Okay, so zombies want to eat my brains again. I'm not too surprised. I think they always do. So let's go ahead and see what they have in store for level 10. Okay, so this first wave shouldn't be too bad, but maybe I won't get plants that I actually want. So I just placed that hypnoshroom there. I think I also need some puffshrooms up top to take out the cone head. I'll place some ice to freeze it so the puffshroom can do more damage. So now I actually see a cone head zombie at the bottom there. So I'll place a fume shroom. And then there's a scared shroom that we just got that I'll place right there. And then I'll place a fume shroom here with another ice shroom so that zombie doesn't eat it. Oh, I actually don't have any more space for other plants to come in, so I'll place a couple hypnoshrooms, I guess. I wouldn't know what else to do with them, so I guess that's fine. Okay, so we are stacking up on all these consumable plants that are only one use, so we might as well use them. Anyway, this wave is about to come up, which might be a problem, but we'll make sure to stack up on some fume shrooms. I'll make this a row of fume shrooms and then just put puff shrooms in front if we ever get any of those. But we're gonna place a hypno shroom for that football zombie because the football zombie is gonna be quite hard to defeat. And then we actually got a dancer zombie, but the football zombie took care of it quite easily. That's great. Might need a hypno shroom. Actually, we have a football zombie there, which might be a problem, so I'll go ahead and place a ice shroom down, so it probably won't be, and then we can just have that hypno shroom around there. It's glad that we got that. We're getting quite a few football zombies, so we'll need some protection from them, so we'll get some ice shrooms out. We need another ice shroom real quick. I want to save the doom shrooms until like the end as a show off for what they actually do. But these football zombies are tearing through the rest of them, so I might have to use them early. The football zombies aren't as hard to take care of as I originally thought. And then you can go ahead and see what the Doom Shroom does. So we have gotten quite a few zombies out, but if we just wait for them and place them right here, doom! It takes care of most of the zombies. You just have that one left, which we can just like hypnotize, and then we're done. That was simple. So there we go, that is level 10, and we actually get a new seed packet for the next world. So this seed packet is a lily pad. It lets you plant non-aquatic plants on top of it. Here it actually shows this is the pool levels, but I will not start on that. I said I was only going to do night, but I think this is enough for a video. I don't want it to be too long, so I won't head to the minigame. Like I said I might, but I of course will put it in the next video. I want to make a video on minigames to try to change it up for the Plants vs. Zombies series. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed. See ya!